Battle! Club! Sora! Club! Three, two, one, go! Stop battle! Club! Mithra! 3, 2, one, go!
What's up, guys? Mudkip reporting to you from the Outer Limits for our weekly local Smash tournament. This is TOL Smash Masters 44. Seems like the round just finished and whoever was playing Pyra advances. Stay tuned for a second set on screen. What is going on, guys? Welcome to your weekly edition of Smash Masters on Smash Masters Weekly, hosted at the Outer Limits. I am your host, Muddy Bucket, and looks like we just had a screen finish. It was Pyra versus Cloud, and looks like Pyra won the set. So they will be advancing to the next round, and it looks like the winner will be playing. The winner of that set will be playing Aooosten.
He's not that far. The worst offender, I think, oh, yeah.
And the lineup for weekly tournaments at the Outer Limits. Usually we have Smash Ultimate on Monday nights starting at 7. And the fight night are a weekly fighting game tournament, which consists of Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and City of Wolves, Fate of Fury. That bracket starts at 7, typically with Tekken starting at 8. And signups are always on StartGG, and FGC nights are on Thursday nights, starting again at 7:30 with Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 starting at 8 o'clock.
The first 2-3 days on the Switch, it's going to be like 40, and it's just...
Got into this. I mean, I've been playing Smash since the N64 version. I've always been a Donkey Kong player myself. Kind of weaned off on that a bit since he's kind of like the slower character now and like super easy to counter. Picked up a little Solid Snake. Met David Hayter at a Comic-Con, so kind of gave me some inspiration there to pick Snake back up. But just been really like enjoying the community. Meeting all sorts of like people from different backgrounds and like who play different characters and who play different characters in a different manner than maybe I'm used to like seeing them played. I mean, I kind of like the mechanics of Pac-Man. Oh.
Stop battle! Stop battle! Comment!
Yes, apologies for that, guys. Just had to run my set real quick. Try to channel my inner Aooosten and but it looks like we have Persil on Robin and Init on. Persil's got to be really careful here. He's at 197% damage. He's trying to play it safe and go Persil into making a mistake, which Persil's not falling for. Persil with the, oh snap! Daisy with a win. Daisy with a slight win there. Very impressive job by Daisy. We'll see what the next stage picks are. And apologies, the participants are currently Persil and KhiryAlio. And it looks like both players will be staying the same characters. With Khiri staying on Daisy and Persil's going to stand on Robin. Very neutral game to start out with. Both throwing projectiles. With Persil getting the better of that exchange. Daisy looking for the counter, can't find it with a radish. Daisy looking to block. Oh, Persil almost launches himself off the stage here, but nice recovery by Persil for the save. Uh-oh, Daisy may try to ledge guard up a little bit. Looks like that's not going to work for her. So she's going to have to try to find a new attack. I did play against Persil first round, and he was very difficult. I mean, Robin's a very difficult character to play, especially with my main Donkey Kong, because he's a slower character. Very intense battle going on here. Daisy hitting 86% now. And Robin and Persil trying to stay alive at 105%. Persil may try to wipe card to try to throw Daisy off the stage and spike her, but Daisy's not going to fall for that. Daisy battles back. Has Persil on the edge. Can she KO Persil here and take him down to 2 stocks? No, Persil finds a counter. And Daisy, oh my goodness. Daisy with the side beat, with the T-dash to get herself back in this match. Both players are over 100% damage. Who will get the first stop? Will it be Persil or will it be KhiryAlio? They're both trying to get in on each other right now. Very neutral game going on, and it looks like Persil will be taking the first stop. And congrats to Persil for that, but he's sitting at 133% damage. So he's got to be very careful there, especially on the ledges, because Daisy can't launch. Oh, nice ledge guarding. We'll see what happens here. Persil looking for the up finish, but no, KhiryAlio gets the finish there, and both are at 2 stocks each. Uh-oh. Daisy playing a very precarious game there. Almost did not make it back up the stage. Daisy showing the ledge guarding game, which is very smart because Robin is capable of launching a lot of projectiles, and he's going to also get pulse on you, which makes him like a hybrid character, which also makes him like really hard to like play against. I mean, you gotta like there's no bad players that come out through these events, especially CPU1 and Aooosten. CPU1 typically plays Pac-Man and Aooosten plays Mega Man, which I've actually taken a lot of tips from my Mega Man plays off of Aooosten, but couldn't do him any justice tonight, unfortunately. Back to this match. Persil's looking to capitalize on Daisy, but Daisy is able to get back on stage and launch Persil. Can she finish the job and get him down to 1 stop? No, Persil recovers and grabs onto the ledge. Uh-oh. Very precarious situation for Persil here. He's hanging on to a radish. Oh my goodness. Both even out at 1 stop. But Daisy, we're at 102% damage now. So she has to be very careful because, oh my goodness. Up B by Persil to end the game. Very nice comeback from Persil.
3 steps
It'll
ahead.
be interesting to see if they both stay on their respective characters and what the stage pick will be next. The last stage they played on was Smashville. Oh, I'm turning music change. Alright. Well, small battlefields picked for this next stage, and let's see who they choose.
Robin.
Looks like Khiry's gonna stay on Daisy. And Basile will stay on Robin.
2, 1, go!
Alright, well, play starting on neutral again. Work their way in on the melee match. Okay. It'll be nice to see. I mean, for me, both of them played a pretty dead even match. You know, both of them getting the better of each other in best out of 3, so it'll be interesting who wins this first match. It's very tough to call right now, but I have my money on Basile because, you know, range typically wins matches, but Daisy is also doing a very good job of keeping herself in. And she has the damage advantage with her only being at 20% health. And Robin being already at 105. So it's going to be very interesting to see where this match goes. Daisy launches Basile. Alio launches Basile. And Basile's just blocking and trying to hang on to zero life right now. Can Daisy capitalize? And Daisy tries to. Will she jump off the ledge and let? Absolutely. Daisy ledge dives inside these for first KO of Basile. So first off goes to KhiryAlio as this third match. It'll be interesting to see what Basile does to counter back. If he can get back into this. Daisy at 100% health, so she has to be very careful, especially since she's standing on a ledge. She's able to work us out back out to neutral, which is good. Neutral's good. So, up. He got launched off the side of the ledge again. Whatever he does. Basile looking for the finish so they can go to 2-stop season. Will he get it? Daisy coming up with very strategic counters right now, which I like. It's a very smart play by Daisy, trying to keep Basile at base so she can get into close range. But Basile's counter-radicking her by picking up the radic, which is not so good. Basile tries to ledge guard and doesn't succeed at that. Basile carries very successful at knocking him off the ledge. So it looks like Basile got the better of that exchange, and both are now even at 2 stocks with Basile on the fence at 137 damage now, and Daisy's finally able to come up with a KO with a radic. Can Khiry finish the job on Robin? She is at 0% and has 1 stock advantage. Basile trying everything in his power to stay alive right now. Daisy trying to goad him into making a mistake. Finally catches him there. Let's see if she's able to capitalize. Robin looking for a counter, unable to find one thus far on the defensive. Seems like Daisy has Robin on the ropes. Oh, Robin's starting to throw projectiles to try to keep Daisy at bay, which is a very smart play by him. We'll see if he can get him back, get Daisy down to 1 stock, but highly looking unlikely. He's going to have to come up with something quick. He's already at 100% health. Over 100% health, and very easy for him to launch Daisy there, because she's already in air. And Daisy with no air counters, but I think Daisy wins this one because Basile's already sitting at 27% health. And she's currently at Daisy's currently at 0. But Robin can find some way to counter this and actually win the set. But he has to be extremely smart here, especially with him sitting at a high damage already. So we'll see what comes of it. Daisy launches him into the air and finishes with the up slash. So very good set for Daisy. KhiryAlio on advancing to the next round.
If you're drinking on stage,
It looks like the next set on screen will be Krabby and CPU1. I am personally going for CPU1 here because I just love anybody who plays Pac-Man. Also, I should give my friend the Real Gun Third a shout out. He's the one who originally got me into Smash. Back when the N64 version was out. And we would just like mess around with each other on there, try to figure the controls out. And I remember for the longest time, I kept horrifically like down aiming with like Captain Falcon, and he would do his Falcon kick. And I would never be able to recover from that because I would always like aim it the wrong way and like cross the stage. I mean, as the game progressed and they added more characters, like, it's been interesting to see how different people play them because I've noticed this, like, no two people play, like, one character the exact same way. And when we have our full price events, which are typically on Sundays, there are, like, numerous people that do play Pac-Man. And it's just interesting to see them engage with each other, and we had a Pac-Man mirror match one time, and that was just a fun one to watch and generally dig. And they both took each other to like about 200 health before one of them finally got like stock advantage. Okay, so it looks like the controls are set, and the stage is going to be small battlefield, and they're choosing a Fire Emblem music for this set. The Edge of Dawn, which are, you know, I'm kind of impartial to the music. There's no bad like music on this game. It looks like Krabby is so quick, and CPU will be locking in Pac-Man for game number the best out of 3.
3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, both of them starting neutral with Krabby looking to close in. CPU one's able to find a counter and start his hydrant up. What will CPU one do? Launches his hydrant at Krabby to no avail. Oh, CPU one is on the ropes right now. Let's see what happens. Looks like Darth Kid is playing smart and trying to go Pac-Man into making a mistake, but so far none made. Pac-Man very smartly grabs the ledge there. Uh-oh. CPU1 may be looking for a counter. Let's see if he finds one against Krabby. Krabby's playing very smart and trying to keep his distance and trying to go CPU1 into making a mistake right now. Both of them playing very smart this far. Just playing the game. Oh my goodness. That was very good deflection by Krabby there. But, the hydrant's coming back into play! And Krabby deflects the hydrant back into CPU1. Can he get the stock advantage? He's going to try for a spike here. Misses the spike. Pac-Man, CPU1 fights his way back on stage. Is he able to get up? Yes, he is. Now CPU1 looking to do some damage of his own and knock Krabby out for a stock advantage. Let's see what comes of it. The hydrant Krabby tries to launch the hydrant into CPU1, no to avail. CPU throws Krabby off the side of the stage. Krabby recovers. Launches CPU off the stage for a 1 stock advantage. Krabby is sitting at 126% damage. He has to be very careful here. If CPU can try to get him off the stage, he'll just spike him right here. But seems like Krabby's able to find the counter. Krabby grabs the ledge very smart, very wisely, and tries to ledge guard CPU1 from getting back on stage, but that doesn't work. Darth Kid looking for the advantage. He doesn't get the spike. CPU is able to fight up. Let's see what Pac-Man does here. Both of them off the stage right now. With Krabby making a recovery first and Pac-Man following suit. Pac-Man still has his fruit, the projectile to throw at Krabby. Alright, it starts up the hydrant again. We'll see. Interesting to see if that comes back into play later. Oh my goodness, CPU1 evens the stock up for CPU1's at 100% damage right now, so we'll see what happens here. CPU unable to work his way back onto the stage and damage Krabby a bit, and Krabby looks for the launch, gets it. CPU one's off the stage. Will he make a recovery? Well, Krabby's gonna light guard him, and Krabby goes up 2-1. Now can CPU fight his way back? His request CPU one looking for an advantage here. Looks like he found one. Has Dark Pit on the ropes. Can he spike him here? Krabby guards. Gets back up on the stage first. Pac-Man. CPU one follows. Krabby's playing a very defensive game now. Which is like, is this good? Krabby's also sitting at 121 health. So can CPU1 even it back up to stocks? Remains to be seen. CPU1's in trouble. He just tried to spike Dark Pit off the stage. Doesn't work. Luckily he's able to recover there. Though. Both of these players are still very much in it. Seeing CPU1 able to play, knows how to play from behind, and CPU1 gaining the advantage there with a spike off the side of the stage. It'll be interesting to see if Krabby can finish the game here, or finish the first match. CPU at 97% health, so not completely dire, but dire enough to where he has to watch out for like any significant damage taken. CPU1 up, CPU1's in trouble. Can Dark Pit capitalize? Nope. Okay, both players are back on the stage, with Krabby reaching first and Pac-Man following. Krabby launches the hydrant out of the way. Very smart move by him to try to get some leverage. Okay, Krabby leg guards. Can Krabby finish the match here? CPU1 works its way back. CPU1 looks for counter. Krabby blocks. CPU1's looking to launch his projectile. Krabby shoots an arrow and misses. CPU1 off for the down throw. Krabby launches CPU1 off the stage. Can Krabby finish the match here? And Krabby takes game 1 of the set.
Looks like I'm the last man standing.
That was a very intense both Krabby and CPU. So props to both of them for a match very well played and extremely well executed. And to be honest, that's the first time ever I've seen a Dark Pit and Pac-Man like take the match off stage that I've seen commentated before. It was pretty impressive. Reverting back to what I said earlier, there are really no bad players. I call the players that are just beginning, like players that are working through the page, which will very well do enough of these weeklies. So both of them staying on their characters for game 2. CPU1 is still on Pac-Man and Krabby is still on Dark Pit. We will see if CPU1 can take this to a game 3. He is on the ropes right now. If he loses this, Krabby will advance to the next round. So we will see what happens here. Krabby trying to ledge guard for him right now, but doesn't seem to be working out too well. CPU has him off the ledge. CPU looking to do some damage of his own, and Krabby's looking to fight back. And he does. He gets back on the stage. Both men are on stage right now, and let's see what happens. Pac-Man opts for the hydrant. Sorry. Opts for projectile, and CPU and Krabby blocks both of those. Hydrant in play again. We'll see what happens here. Not able to capitalize on the hydrant being there. Krabby looking to do damage now of his own and get a stock advantage. CPU very wisely launches Krabby off the stage here to try to prevent any further damage. But Krabby has him off the stage. Can Krabby capitalize? Krabby doesn't opt for the spike. He doesn't opt to go gambling there, which is very smart. CPU1 back on the stage. CPU1 now off the stage. Both of them now off. And both of them looking to gain upper hand. And both of them fighting back to neutral and fighting back to stage. CPU1 just launched his hydrant into Krabby. Can he capitalize? Krabby looking for a block. CPU1 driving up the damage count. Launches him off the stage again. Can CPU1 spike? No, he cannot. Krabby fires back with a counter of his own. And now CPU1 is in trouble, but he makes his way back to the stage. What? Spikes Krabby sideways, and Krabby's now off the stage. Krabby ledge guarding there, trying to hold on for dear life. Krabby is in the air now, very easy to get launched that way. And Krabby's got to play very precariously here. He's already at 175% damage. CPU1 looks for a projectile and misses it. Very good block by CPU there, but Krabby's still able to make his way back onto the center stage. Ultimate playing neutral, trying to get the hydrant into play. Hydrant launch off the stage. CPU1 looking for a projectile, gets it. But CPU1 takes the first stock of game 2. Alright, very good job by CPU. CPU looks for a spike, doesn't get it. Oh my goodness, CPU very strategically played hydrant there. He sat on the ledge for a bit. That was a very dangerous move because Krabby could have launched that hydrant into him. Krabby even stopped, but has 53% damage to start. So clearly CPU1 has a damage advantage. What will CPU1 do with it? Can he take this to game 3? He's gonna have to endure this onslaught by CPU1 if he does. Oh, very nice block by CPU1 there. He's looking to take this to game 3. And during an onslaught by Krabby, can he continue to do so? CPU1 trying to get on the defensive and find a few attacks of his own. He tries to throw Krabby. Krabby counters it, side beats him. Launches arrows now. Can CPU1 do it? 98% for Krabby. Krabby is in trouble now. Uh-oh, but CPU1's also taking very high damage now, so it'll be interesting to see where this match goes from here. Both of them get launched, with both of them recovering. Krabby getting the better of the exchange there and going up for stop. But CPU can level this back to level playing field if he's able to KO Krabby here, which would be Krabby's aware of and looking to go on the defensive. Turn some defense into offense, which he's having a hard time doing right now. There's a hydrant in play. CPU1 moves out of the way. Very smart move by CPU1 there. And there's some onslaught by Krabby, but he's able to dodge most of it for damage. And CPU1 tries for the spike there, but doesn't get much of it and launches Krabby up. That's a failed down spike there by CPU1. We'll see what happens here. On the looking to finish CPU1 off here and advance to the next round. CPU1 trying to hang on here, but has to two-stock Krabby to do it, which is doable at this stage. Oh, both of them playing the stage game now. They're off the stage, but work their way back up to it. Really good job by both players. Dark hit counters there. CPU1 launches a projectile and nails Krabby with it. Now they're back at even stops, but CPU is taking a lot of damage here, so CPU1 has to be careful not to take any more and get knocked out by Krabby. CPU1's trying to come up with a strategy. Alright. Krabby puts his shield up, goes for the up attack on CPU1. Is he going to launch his hydrant into him? CPU1 dodges it very wisely and is able to work his way back on the stage and summon another hydrant. We will see what CPU1 can do here. He is currently on the ropes on the side of the stage. Pac-Man, CP1 looking to capitalize, but Krabby's able to get the better of the exchange and KO CP1.
Looks like I'm the last man
That's
standing.
Krabby to making it to the next round. So for the winter semifinals, we have Aooosten playing KhiryAlio and King P playing the King P. Looks like he's going to face Krabby. And for the losers semis, the losers semis are still going on right now. So I think it's going to be CPU1 playing Coco if I'm reading this part. I mean, it would not surprise me at all if Aooosten took this all away. And whoa, Aooosten coming off of Mega Man for his match against Xavier and using Roy. A very interesting pick by Aooosten. I haven't seen him use a lot of Roy. He usually sticks to Mega Man, but he may be using a different character in this game. When I were talking earlier, he says he's trying to find out new mechanics with Mega Man. It'll be interesting to see who he uses in the matches against Khiry. That's a match I'm excited to see. And then again, I'm excited to see the rest of the matches play out as well.
There was obviously except for game one, which was usual the awesome.
I mean, out of all the stages, I have to say my favorite stage to play on is Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. That could just be because I really like playing the Pokemon games growing up as a kid. The most interesting matchups I've ever seen played on Pokemon Stadium was like Pokemon Trainer versus a Lucario. I saw that on a stream on YouTube once. And that match went absolutely nuts. With both of them, taking a really high amount of damage. And if you've never seen a highly anticipated matchup where both players are fighting off the stage. When I first started playing the game back when the N64 version was out, that wasn't even a thing. Both players just tried to throw items at each other to get them knocked off the stage that way using item advantage. It wasn't until I started coming out to tournaments and started watching people playing these tournaments that I realized, how much of a strategy game Super Smash Bros. Can be. It'll be very interesting to see if they make a new version for the Switch 2 that's just released. But it's absolutely impossible to get right now because of the demand. I'm personally waiting on it a little bit. Hopefully, it'll drop in the price on a Black Friday or something. But I also know that I'm gonna have to get there really early if I have to get one. Hopefully, I can put some money aside to save up for one. That'll be interesting to see, definitely. Now back to this bracket. It looks like it will be the highly anticipated match between Aooosten and KhiryAlio, taking place on screen next. Let's see what this first stage pick is going to be. I'm very excited for this matchup.
Stop battle.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. I was just talking about Pokemon Stadium 2 and they decided to pick it for the first stage. Oh, they're going back to stage select. Seems like a controller malfunction here. They gotta redo the controllers really quick. Okay, both players are good now. They're still sticking with Pokemon Stadium 2. And a very interesting music choice for Champion Cynthia battle for the music.
Greninja.
Aooosten elects for Greninja. Oh my goodness. Aooosten is choosing not to play his main character in this tournament, which is very mind-boggling. And it'll be interesting to see what Aooosten is able to do with a Greninja. This is a new look for me. I'm used to him playing Mega Man, so this is definitely very surprising. But it looks like Aooosten's trying to figure things out here and go on and do some damage of his own, with Daisy getting the better of the exchange early. Looks like he's able to do so, or trying to throw water shurikens for projectiles to hit Daisy with, but Daisy's been very good at dodging all of them thus far. Aooosten looking to gain some advantage back. Aooosten's currently sitting at 73% damage. Daisy sitting at 82. So Aooosten does have the damage advantage early, and looking to finish off Daisy for the stock advantage, and unable to do so currently. Daisy trying to launch him off the stage and gets it, and Daisy goes up one stock 3-2. This is going to be a very good matchup between these two. I can already tell. Okay, Aooosten able to gain advantage back, and both of them are at 2 stops apiece. Aooosten looking to go on the attack early is able to do so, launches Daisy off the stage, but then launches him off the stage, himself off the stage, and goes down 1 stop. So Aooosten has a lot to recover from here, especially with Daisy sitting at 2 stops. He can ill afford to make any more costly mistakes. It'll be interesting to see what he does here. Alright, throws Daisy off the stage. Try to see what he can do there. Nothing comes of it. Daisy able to work her way back. Both of them fighting back to neutral. Both of them looking for an exchange, with Daisy getting the better of it. Daisy looking to finish Aooosten here. Aooosten just looking to stay in it, but Aooosten is able to get back to even stops. But he is at 52% damage. So it'll be interesting to see what he's able to do here. Oh my goodness. He's able to take the fight to the side, to the edge of the stage. Is Aooosten able to do anything with it? Both of them back onto the stage. Aooosten can't find any attacks there to use. Both of them fighting back to neutral. Daisy looking to finish the matchup here and take game 1 of the set. Unable to do so thus far. Aooosten very strategically oh my goodness. Aooosten up-B's Daisy to finish out the set to finish out game 1 from behind. Very nice job by Aooosten there, and again, like, I'm very surprised by this Greninja pick. It'll be interesting to see if he stays on Greninja for the game 2. And I didn't. And Final Destination will be the stage. Will be the next stage pick for stage 2. And Aooosten will stay on Greninja. KhiryAlio will stay on Daisy. And KhiryAlio even this thing up. And see if this is in the final 8. Okay, so this is in the final 8. So I do believe we're going to best of 5 here. So one of them has to win 3 matches instead of the best 3 deal. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Both of them starting neutral, both of them doing damage. Doing damage early, with Aooosten getting the better of the exchange early. But Daisy is able to find counters for him now, so we'll see what Daisy does here. Daisy looking to 1 stock advantage at Aooosten, but Aooosten not allowing it to happen. Launches Daisy off the stage for 1 stock advantage at 109% damage. Very strategic plays by Aooosten today on Greninja. Aooosten looking to get the advantage early again. Looking to take Daisy down to 1 stock. Daisy's off the side of the stage, but is able to recover. Now Aooosten's off the side of the stage himself. Can he recover? He does. Both of them are fighting on the stage. Both of them work their way back to the middle and neutral. Now they're both working to do damage with Aooosten getting the better of the exchange and launching Daisy off the stage again. So Aooosten is up 3 stocks to 1, but Aooosten may get KO'd here if he's not too careful. He is sitting at 150% damage almost, and we will see what happens here if Kiri is able to at least down stock him by 1, which he is able to do with the side B attack. That's a very good strategy by Kiri there, waiting for Aooosten to go to her. Aooosten looking for a shuriken projectile, misses Daisy. Daisy was off the side of the stage there. Aooosten blocks Daisy's attack, goes for the up air. We will see what comes of this. Someone gets the better of the exchange there. Aooosten able to make a recovery. Aooosten back on defense, looking for some offense here. And Kiri's looking to even the stock matchup. Can Aooosten finish the job and go up 2 games? It remains to be seen. This is a very intense one for both of them. Daisy gets the better off the offstage exchange and eliminates Aooosten, and they're back to even stocks. But Kiri is at 85% health, so it'll be interesting to see if she can hold on to that or will she get eliminated here. It remains to be seen, but she's coming up with some attacks of her own, which is very good. I'm trying to goad Aooosten into making a mistake by Aooosten not going for the bait here. He goes for a spike but misses it. Down spikes Daisy. They're both off the stage, both work back on. Both of them looking to gain an advantage with Daisy creating some space there. Aooosten fell off the stage, but he's able to make a recovery. What can Aooosten do here? Oh my goodness, very strategic comeback by Aooosten there. So Aooosten is up 2 games to right now. We will see what the next stage and next character selection will be. Looking like they're keeping the match on Final Destination, just some change in the music here. Ooh. Let's go Peach to try to mix things up a bit.
3, 2, 1.
Aooosten still on Greninja. Peach gets the better of the exchange early. Greninja looking to do some damage of his own. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if Aooosten's phased by this character change or not, but probably not. Peach has 54% health. Aooosten looking for a stock advantage. We will see if he's able to get one. The air attack by Aooosten there. Both of them recovering. Very strategic down spikes by Aooosten. Can he eliminate Peach here to go up a stock advantage? Remains to be seen. Peach looking to stay in the fight and looking to do some damage of her own. Damaging Aooosten, knocking him off the stage, but unable to capitalize. Aooosten able to work himself back to neutral, which is very good. He's able to work himself back on the stage again, and this is the strategic play by Aooosten I was talking about earlier. And I'm surprised he deviated off of Mega Man for this tournament, but I mean, this is quite a watching just like play different characters. And it looks like Kiri was able to get the stock advantage here, but he is sitting at really high damage, so we'll see if Aooosten can even things back up, which he's able to do with the air spike. Now Aooosten looking to do some damage early. Peach looking to just create some space, unable to do so because Aooosten's just staying in her space this whole time. Let's see if Aooosten can get a knock here, unable to do so. Peach looking for a down spike, unable to connect. Water shuriken attack and Aooosten with a side spike there to take Peach down to 1 single stop. Will Aooosten be able to capitalize and take this 3rd game and win this set? Remains to be seen. Peach looking to stay in the fight. She's sitting at 52%. Can't she do something here to take Aooosten down to 1 stop? Aooosten sitting on 150% 86% damage, but he's a very good freaking he's a very good high damage player, so not worried about that. Looking to find a strategy of his own, and able to do so thus far. Is able to work himself back onto the stage and launch Peach. Peach evens the stocks back up, but is at 89% damage. We'll see what comes of this exchange. Peach looks for a Radic, finds one, hits off Aooosten with it once. Aooosten looking to find counters now, and it looks like Peach has Aooosten on the ropes here, and is able to stay in the fight by winning this game. A very 3-win for Khiri here. It'll be interesting to see if Aooosten uses someone other than Greninja here. Oh, the stage has been selected in a small battlefield. Of course, gotta go with the Pokemon music. I really like this music choice right about now. Okay, I might have lied earlier and said I wasn't biased by the music choice. Like anything that has to do with like the Pokemon games. Aooosten coming out with a Donkey Kong. Now I'm really excited. Let's see what happens here. I mean, and partially that's in part because I am a Donkey Kong main myself. So we will see what happens, what comes of this match. If Khiri is able to work it back to even twos and force a game 5 here. You kind of compare, it's kind of like, I would compare this match to the finals of the NBA when OKC had to face Indiana. It went to full 7 games, and praise off for Tyrese Halliburton, who suffered a torn Achilles. But it was a very intense matchup all 7 games, like with no teams like giving way, but both of them just trying to capitalize on each other's mistakes, which is very much what's going on here. Both of them have 2 stocks. DK winds up a punch and lands it. Can he capitalize? Because Peach is filling out the stage, unable to do so. Peach works her way back up to the middle of the stage. Aooosten gains neutral and tornadoes Peach off the stage to take her down to 1 stock. We will see what comes of this. DK is on the ropes right now. Peach looking to do some damage and take DK down to 1 stock. We will see what she can come up with. Oh my goodness! Aooosten with the spike.
Donkey Kong win.
That was a very good down spike by Aooosten to win this match 3 games to 1.
Wait, can we do an exercise?
Shout out to Khiri for playing a really solid game with Daisy and Peach. Never seen a Daisy and Peach play like he does. Aooosten advances to the finals and will face up. It looks like we have King P and Krabby on stage next, if I am correct. Yes. So Aooosten will. It looks like Aooosten will be facing.
Stop battle.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Aooosten will be facing the winner of the King P and Krabby. I just had to double check the bracket to make sure. And the winner of that match advances to the grand final. Krabby coming back with a dark pit hit. And King P playing Dr. Mario.
2, 1, go!
I have never seen King P play before, but I heard he's a very good Dr. Mario player, so we will see what comes of this exchange. He gets the upper hand in damage early, able to find attacks, but Krabby looking to deal some damage of his own. Both of them at almost even playing field with King P having the slight damage advantage this far. We'll see if he's able to capitalize on any of this. Krabby currently finds himself off the stage, but is able to work himself back up to it. And both work back to neutral territory, both looking for an exchange with Krabby getting the better of it. Krabby looks for a spike, doesn't find it. Looks for another spike and a few arrows to hit King P with it. King P ledge guards. Tornadoes Krabby off the opposite side of the stage. King P launches Krabby off the stage and spikes him to go up one stop. But he is sitting at 109% damage and counting. So can he stay alive here, or will Krabby be able to even up this stock match? It remains to be seen. Krabby spikes him, launches him off the stage with a side B. And both are back at even stock, with Dr. Mario getting the damage advantage early. Looking to throw some kills at Krabby. Krabby blocks him very wisely. Krabby looking to do some damage of his own. Knocking Dr. Mario off stage. Dr. Mario works his way back. Dr. Mario hanging onto a ledge. Can Dark Pit do something here? And he can. Bites Dr. Mario to go up one stock. Now it's 2-1. Dark Pit. Can Krabby find a way to win this game and take the first game from King P? It remains to be seen. King P looking to do some damage of his own. Krabby's hanging onto the side of the stage. King P looking for a throw, doesn't get it. Looking to throw projectile fields at Krabby now, doesn't get it either. Krabby works his way back onto the stage with King P ledge guarding. King P grabs onto the side of the stage and launches Krabby off of it. A very good deflect by King P there to even back up, even the stocks back up. Dark Pit getting the advantage early, looking to eliminate King P to take game onto the set. King P not allowing that to happen though, staying in it with Dr. Mario, which is very impressive to watch this far. I think King P needs to find some defense because he is sitting at 83% damage. Very good side B from King P, but is unable to capitalize. Krabby is off the stage looking to work his way back onto it. Is able to do so. It's launched again by King P and Dr. Mario. And we will see what comes of this exchange. Both of them block. King P looks for the launch. Doesn't get it. Will King P finish off Krabby here? It remains to be seen. Krabby looking for an attack and doesn't get it. Krabby looking to launch King P off the stage and does. None of them going for a spike here, which is pretty amusing. King P is able to deflect both of Dr. Mario's projectiles and getting range with them. King P blocks Dr. Mario's attacks. It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Both of them looking for the advantage. King P has to be very careful here. He finds himself off the stage. Can he work him? He does find a way to work his way back onto the stage. Both of them sitting at very high damage, so it will be interesting to see who gets the better of this exchange. And it looks like the winners of this match is going to be Krabby, sitting at 155% health damage.
Nice try.
That was a very impressive first match. We will see if they continue to use the same characters. We'll see if King P decides to stay with Dr. Mario, or if either of them decide for a character change. They do not. So game 2 is underway, with King P staying on Dr. Krabby with Dark Pit again. So this set is currently 1-0 Krabby. Can Krabby take this 2 games to nothing? We will find out. Krabby looking to do damage early, and does. But Dr. Mario is able to respond with some of his own. Krabby is finding himself at 30% damage already. Both of them about even. Both of them exchanging. Both of them playing midfield. mid-center stage right now, looking to get exchanges going. King P launches Krabby off the stage, but is unable to capitalize. Krabby is able to work himself back. Can Krabby find an advantage here? Krabby finds himself off the stage and has to be very careful, but is able to work himself back and ledge guards for a little bit before finally working his way back into the stage. Both of them center stage now, with King P getting the better of the exchange launch of Krabby. Krabby is off the stage again and looking to work his way back. Krabby fighting a lot off the stage, and that proved to be a disadvantage because King P launches him again. And Krabby responds and KOs King P to even this matchup 2 stocks apiece. We'll see what happens here. Krabby playing very close to the stage again, but is unable to make anything of it. King P looking to do some damage, but it looks like Krabby's getting the better of this exchange. King P is hitting at 65% damage already. A very intense matchup here. Krabby at 100% damage. Can King P capitalize here? And he does. He takes his 2 stocks to 1. Can Krabby find a way to come back? Dr. Mario currently sitting at 80% damage. Or will King P find a way to take this up a notch? Remains to be seen. Both of them at center stage. Both of them going for an exchange. None of them getting the better of it. Dr. Mario missing his attack there. Very crucial. Krabby goes for a launch hit, so Krabby goes for another one. Dr. Mario's now off the stage. Krabby looking to fire arrows at Dr. Mario. None of them hit. King P works his way back onto the stage. Launches Krabby off of it. Blocks Krabby's attack. Launches him again. But Krabby is still alive and very much in King P. And King P wins this fight. Knocking Krabby off the stage again. Very impressive games by both of the players so far. And they are going to Smashville for game 3 of this set.
Dr. Mario.
And both of them refusing to give up their characters. So no character changes. We will have another Dr. Mario versus Dark Pitman.
1, go!
Let's see who gets the better of this exchange early. Both of them looking to do damage early, and both of them playing a very attack-based match. None of them going on defense just yet. We will see what happens. Krabby is sitting at 57% damage though, so it looks like Dr. Mario is trying to be a little bit strategic with his attacks here. This match is going at an extremely fast pace with King P launching Krabby off the stage. Both of them are off the stage. Who gets the better of this exchange? It looked like it was King P for a little bit there, but both of them able to work themselves back on. With Krabby avoiding a spike by King P, which would have potentially eliminated him. King P knocks Krabby off the stage. Can King P do anything with it? Krabby ledge guards, looking to work his way back onto the stage. King P lets him back up. Throws him off the stage. Can King P spike him here, or will he elect to do so? He wants to go for a projectile that misses. Krabby works his way back up. Krabby now launches King P. Looks for some damage, but King P getting the better of the exchange and eliminating Krabby to go up 3 stocks to 2. But King P is sitting at very high damage here, so we will see what happens with this, if Krabby is able to come up with the elimination or not. To go 2 stocks even. And King P is just looking to stay alive and keep all 3 of his stocks intact. King P is in trouble, has to work himself back up to the stage, and does. King P is off the stage again, Krabby unable to capitalize. King P opts for a projectile, which Krabby deflects. Krabby deflects another projectile by King P. King P launches Krabby again and goes up 3 stocks to 1. This game has been all King P thus far, and it looks like King P will end up winning the set, but hard to tell at this point. Krabby launches King P and finally KOs him and goes up, but is still down 1 stock to 2. King P taking a little bit of damage, but unafraid, still in Krabby's face with it. Very versatile with his attacks thus far. Let's see if he goes. He's going for a launch on Krabby, unable to find one. Launches the wrong way. Krabby is now off the stage. Let's see if King P can come up with something here. And he does not. Krabby able to work his way back onto the stage. King P opts for the up air and off to the projectiles. Krabby able to strategically work his way back onto the stage. Let's see what comes of this matchup. Krabby looking to launch King P here. Can he do something with this? King P both men find their way back onto the stage, with King P getting the better of that exchange.
Mario wins.
And if I am correct,
Stop battle. Dr. Mario. Target.
wow. All right, on to another King P and Krabby game.
1, go.
Both of them staying on their characters. The stage is now Pokemon Stadium 2, with King P looking to do damage early and able to find it. But Dark Hair responding with some attacks of his own and is able to knock King P off the stage, but King P is able to make a recovery. Looking for the air attacks, and able to find them, looking for a few projectiles, found a few of those. King P's off the stage again. Can Dark Pit capitalize and is unable to do so for that part of the match. King P getting the better out of the exchanging tornadoes and into the screen. Both of them working their way back on stage. King P has to be careful here, standing at 77% health. Damage 83 now. Both men fought off the stage for a little bit, but both of them able to work their way back onto the stage. King P launches Krabby, misses the spike he was going for in the tornado. Now Krabby just trying to play a little bit of defense and go King P into making a mistake. Krabby launches King P, we'll see if anything comes of this exchange. Krabby getting the better of it, even in stocks back up, but Krabby's at a damage disadvantage because he's sitting at 103 damage. See what comes of this. King P KOs him and goes up 2 stocks to 1. Both of them at 0 damage. Krabby doing some damage early. King P looking to find a counter and is able to knock Krabby off the stage briefly. Krabby works his way back on. King P and Krabby are both going at it center stage. Puts the fight to the air for a brief moment. King P hits Krabby with a projectile. Krabby with a side attack. Launches Krabby to win this game 2 stocks to 0.
Dr. Mario wins.
By King P. And ladies and gents, the winner of this match is King P and Dr. Mario.
Actually, maybe having my air equipment set to it because I was thinking Min would be the best characters.
I was gonna say, what happens when you got recovered is where you can't do it.
You can't roll. You can grab.
Oh, you can.
So,
Yeah.
if I'm correct, the loser of this match goes on to play Pasil in the losers quarterfinal. It looks like it's KhiryAlio in CPU1 for the first game of losers quarterfinals. We will see who goes on to play Pasil. It looks like it will be Krabby.
There's some way to shield that where you get like.
Still waiting for that.
If you
And the winner of this goes on to play Aooosten, so we will see which matches on stream next.
I think it was pressing like. I think if you
And honestly, this is again like the first match I've seen anybody use Dr. Mario.
although I was also playing Sam.
And from what I've heard from the contestants and the participants of this particular tournament, like none of them like playing Dr. Mario because he does have a few projectiles, and his projectiles can be very hard to counter. But again, there's a lot of characters in this game that do have projectiles, and you know, I think it's a very strategic. It can be. The matchups can get very strategic because once somebody like picks a character, somebody else can opt to like try to counter them if that's all possible. But that also depends on if you know how to play the character. If you don't know how to play the character, that does you absolutely no good. All right, we'll see what Matt. We have KhiryAlio and CPU1 on stream, so we are streaming the losers quarterfinal.
Daisy, Pac-Man.
I'm just going to show Khiri and CPU for the purpose of calling this match. This match is another best of 5. We'll see who takes game 1. Both of them starting neutral, and both of them were considered stage. CPU finding his hydrant early, and a hydrant is Pac-Man's best friend if it's utilized correctly. We'll see what happens here. CPU1 goes for a block, isn't able to find it. CPU1 has a projectile, so does Khiri. CPU1 blocks, launches his projectile, hits Daisy with it. CPU1 finding himself off the stage early in this matchup. CPU1 sitting at 103 damage, but able to work back onto the stage and looking to launch Daisy here. Looks for the down spike, doesn't quite get it. Khiri launches CPU1 off the side of the stage and goes up a stop and finishes the job after CPU1 tries to get back on, but is at a damage disadvantage. Looking to launch CPU's hydrant is unsuccessful at it. CPU finding another, tries to launch a projectile unsuccessfully. Oh wow, a very good up air attack by Khiri there to eliminate CPU1 and go up 3 stocks to 1. Can CPU1 battle his way back into this? It remains to be seen. Daisy catches Pac-Man's projectile, launches it back at him, now has a radish of her own, which Pac-Man wisely blocks. Pac-Man summons another hydrant. Can he do anything with it? Is unable to do so. Launches Daisy with a projectile, still has his projectile. Pac-Man misses the side B, but gets the spike and knocks Daisy off the stage. But is still down, 1 stock to 2. It looks like Khiri will be taking game 1 of this set, unless CPU is able to find some sort of counter, which he is looking to do here. Strategically placing a hydrant, Daisy launching it back into him. CPU1 goes for the grab and gets it. Goes Khiri off the stage there. Looks for a spike. Does not get that. This is a down spike. Daisy launches CPU1 off the stage and tries to throw a radish at him. CPU1 makes a recovery. CPU1 blocks. Looks for another throw. Gets that. Can CPU1 launch his hydrant? It is unable to do so. Oh wow, very strategic projectile by CPU there. Is able to hit Daisy with his hydrant, but nothing coming of that exchange. Looking for a few air attacks to try to eliminate Daisy here, but is unable to find any of them. Khiri has CPU1 off the stage and on the ropes, and just like that, Khiri takes game 1 of this set. It'll be very interesting to see both participants stay on their characters. But looking like it will thus far. A little change in music here. We're going to Splatoon. And the stage will stay Final Destination. Okay. Character changes thus far. Kiri is still on Daisy and CPU1 is still on Pac-Man. Can CPU1 find his way back into the set? He is currently down 1 game to 0. Kiri with a down B attacks early and launching CPU off the stage with one of them. Both of them work back center stage. CPU1 summons a hydrant and is unable to do anything with it thus far. Hydrant is now gone. CPU summons another one, no problem there. Both of them fighting on top of the hydrant for a brief moment. Daisy looking to capitalize on CPU's strategically placed hydrant as they ain't able to do anything. Launches CPU1 off the stage, hits him with a flash to go 3 stops to 2. CPU1 has to come up with something here if he hopes to get back into this matchup. He's currently down 1 game to 0. We will see what he can come up with. Launching Daisy off the stage, blocking her rad, and side B's her off the stage and go and back to even stop. CPU1 has a projectile. Daisy looking for the throw and gets it. CPU1 summoning a hydrant and launching it into Daisy successfully, but nothing much comes of it. Daisy launching CPU's hydrant back into him. Both men off the stage. Oh my goodness, Kiri helped CPU1 back onto the stage there, but CPU1 will go down 1 stop. That was a very precarious save by Kiri there. Launching CPU1's hydrant back into him now. CPU1 looks for a projectile, doesn't get one. Summons his hydrant though, launches his hydrant. And oh my goodness, Kiri looking for a game 2 finish. Is unable to get one thus far, but CPU is on the ledge. We will see what he can do with it. CPU1 battles back. Now Daisy found herself on the ledge for a brief moment. CPU1 fires a hydrant. No to avail. Can CPU1 launch his hydrant? He is unable to. Daisy launches CPU's hydrant back at him. CPU gets the throw. Looking up. Launches the hydrant into Daisy very successfully. Looks for a projectile and misses that. Off for a side B and off for a down spike. Gets none of those. And Kiri up spike CPU to win game 2.
Daisy wins.
A very interesting matchup thus far, and Kiri is winning the set so far 2 games to 0. If Kiri wins his next match, he will be advancing.
Stop the battle. Pac-Man.
And it looks like the next match on stream will be in Team B. I am very interested to see who Aooosten uses for that matchup against Dr. Mario. And we will wait to find out together as that is the next matchup on stream. But first we have this match to finish, and CPU1 and Kiri going back at it. With both of them trying to look for damage, but nothing coming of it. Nothing coming of it so far. CPU1 is able to deal some damage now. Finds himself off stage, works his way back onto the stage. Daisy finds a grab and is able to get it. Daisy launches the stage, tries to launch the hydrant into the CPU, is unsuccessful at it. Picks his projectile up and throws that at him, is successful with that. Looking for an offstage attack and doesn't get it. Both men battling back onto the stage. CPU is now in trouble off the stage but finds his way back on. And working his way up the ledge there. CPU1 fighting back onto the stage very precariously. Both of them working with their way back into the middle of it. We'll see what comes of this exchange. It looks like Kiri will get the better of it. The CPU fires a hydrant, launches Daisy into the hydrant, and almost knocks her off the stage, but is unable to capitalize any further. Going for some air attacks to try to get try to KO Daisy is unsuccessful at it thus far. Both of them playing hydrant tag and trying to launch the hydrant at each other. And Pac-Man finds Mr. Saturn. Daisy counter grabs and launches it to CPU to go up 3 stocks. Apologies. CPU one's still very much in this. Can KO Daisy if he's strategic about it. Someone's another hydrant, looks for a launch here. Is going to throw Daisy off the side of the stage. We will see if he's able to do anything. He's looking for a projectile. Throws and misses a projectile. Goes for a down spike, misses that. Now Kiri finds himself on the edge of the stage, but is able to work his way back up into the middle. CPU one's looking for another projectile, doesn't opt to go for it there, but does summon another hydrant on the edge of the stage, so it'll be interesting if that comes into play later, and it does not. Daisy gets the up spike and KO CPU one and go up 3 stocks to 1. And CPU get a stock here. It'll be very interesting to see. Kiri hanging on with 177 damage. I don't know how he's still alive. Okay, he finally gets KO'd there. CPU one's at 11 damage. He's only down to 1 stock, so he has to be very strategic here if he hopes to come back into this matchup and win this match. Both of them fighting back to center stage. The hydrant is in play, but Daisy radishes over it. CPU counter grabs it, throws it back at Daisy, hits successful at hitting her with it. Daisy now almost at 90% damage. 98%. Can CPU one at least even the stock match back up? Is looking for a projectile, blocks Daisy's. CPU one's off the stage, counter grabs Daisy's radish. We will see if he is able to throw it at her. Oh, fun. Throws it into the air and tries to find a projectile of his own. Daisy hitting CPU1 with radishes. CPU1 looks for a projectile, doesn't have to go for one. Goes for one there, misses. Goes for another one, Daisy blocks. The hydrant is back in play. CPU1 throwing this projectile at it, trying to get the hydrant launched into Daisy and does. The hydrant KOs Daisy, and both of them are on 1 stock apiece, but CPU is sitting at 100% damage, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do with it. CPU unable to strategically work his way back onto the stage without sustaining further damage, or for worse, getting knocked out by his own hydrant right there. Kiri launches him off the other side of the stage, is looking for a finish. CPU1 hanging on by a thread thus far, and looking to deal damage to Kiri here. Is able to do so, is able to get a little bit. Kiri at 82% damage. Pac-Man out. CPU at 143. Kiri very precariously works his way back onto the stage. Pac-Man looking for a hydrant launch, misses it, and Kiri will win this set 3 games to 0. A very impressive job by Kiri, and shout out to CPU1 for a game well played.
I've learned something today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the winners final of the evening, which will be featuring Aooosten and King P. And if I had my say in it, I do believe King P will be staying on Dr. Mario. Aooosten has switched characters in each of the sets he played.
Yeah, and then that turnip side.
He played Roy in
I
it.
saw it, I counted it, and I knew, I was like, okay, it's gonna
He
hit
played
the
Roy in
fuck.
this
I'm
first
gonna
set
go back.
for Ninja and Donkey Kong in his second set against KhiryAlio.
Yeah, those are
It'll be very interesting to see who he brings out against Dr. Mario. Will we finally see his Mega Man come into play here? It remains to be seen. I'm excited for this matchup. And for the losers finals, losers quarterfinals, I'm sorry. We have Krabby and Pasil going at it still. We will see who gets the better of that matchup. And the winner of the match between Aooosten and King P will advance to the grand final. And the loser will play the winner of Krabby and Pasil. I'm sorry, KhiryAlio and the winner of Krabby and Pasil in the losers final, which will then commence for the grand finals match. This match is looking to get started. We will see what the first stage selection is here between this highly anticipated match between Aooosten and King B. Both of the men taking their seats. Stage selection will be underway shortly, and we will bring you game one of this winner's finals match. I am going to say I'm a little bit biased here and going to pull for Aooosten just because he's been struggling so much against people who play Dr. Mario, but it remains to be seen.
Dr. Mario, Mega Man.
Oh, this is going to be a very exciting match. Aooosten finally breaking out. Man, much anticipated, finally does it, and game one is underway of this winner's final match. Aooosten getting better of the damage early and is able to deal a ton of damage, but Dr. Mario able to come back with some of his own. This match is highly anticipated. Aooosten has Dr. Mario and Kiki off the stage, unable to capitalize there. Both men doing a good job to work their way back to center stage. Looking for a counter there, doesn't get one. Aooosten launches King P to go up 3 stocks to 2. This is his tornado, but that's okay there. He's able to recover. King P looking to launch Aooosten off the stage and does so. Looking for a spike, doesn't get it. Looking to knock Aooosten out here and even up the stock match. Is unable to do so thus far, but Aooosten finally falls. And this game is at 2 stocks apiece, with both of them at a dead heat right now. Dr. Mario getting the better of the early exchange. Aooosten looking to find some attacks of his own and connect with a few things. He does. He hits Dr. Mario with his minigun. Goes for his weak blade. Works that a little bit. Dr. Mario picks up Mega Man's razor and tries to throw it back at him unsuccessfully. Mega Man able to throw his razor into Dr. Mario. Looks for another razor. King P very smartly spikes Mega Man back onto the stage. We'll see what happens here. King P launches Aooosten off the stage. Aooosten in trouble early. Aooosten able to recover and get back on stage. Aooosten looking to launch King P off now, but King P works his way back onto the stage. Both men think, oh my goodness. A launch by King P there. Aooosten is in the air and in trouble, looking for some block, looking to throw projectiles at Dr. Mario to try to create some space, and able to do so. Dr. Mario with a side B attack. The launches Aooosten off the other side of the stage. Aooosten is still in this, but gets eliminated 3 stocks and is officially 2 stocks to 1 now. Oh, I stand corrected. It's 1 stock even between King P and Aooosten in this very highly anticipated match. And we will see who comes out on top of game 1. If I have anything to say about Aooosten, he's a very tenacious player and he finds a way to win, even if that means coming back from behind. And he's like extremely strategic about it too. Like he will find out what he did wrong the first match and absolutely go back and fix those mistakes in matches moving forward. But Dr. P and King P and Dr. Mario have been giving everyone havoc in this tournament. We will see who advances. King P takes game 1 of this set, which is scheduled for a best of 5 series. We will see if Aooosten comes off the Mega Man and elects for a different character. And Aooosten opts to pick Pokemon Stadium second stage. Stays on. Both men staying on their respective characters. And just like that, game 2 is underway. Both of them looking to do damage early, starting out neutral and working their way mid. Aooosten gets the better of the exchange briefly before Dr. Mario unleashes an onslaught. Dr. Mario's looking for a launch. Unsuccessful, doesn't find one. Aooosten able to battle back. Aooosten sitting at 78% damage right now. 86% in counting. 101. Aooosten almost got launched off the stage there, but is able to recover. A very good job by Aooosten. Looking for the minigun attack. Gets it. Dr. Mario launches his projectile back at him, so he has to be very careful not to get knocked off the stage here. Dr. Mario is able to capitalize a lot off stage. Will Dr. Mario go for a spike here? He has a detonating mine on him. Finally detonates it, but he stays in this fight. Aooosten looked very successful with his lead play counter there. What's the launch? Down spike King P doesn't get it. Up spikes him and launches King P to go up one stop. But it's sitting at 180% damage and counting. This is the leaf blade there. King P strategically dodging out of the way and knocking Aooosten out to go back 2 stocks even. We will see if Aooosten can come back and win this game and even it up by 1 game apiece. Very highly anticipated matchup by both of the players here. And King P has been shocking me with Dr. Mario in all of his matches so far. Aooosten in trouble off the stage. Aooosten has to battle back and does. But King P launches him back off the stage. Can Aooosten find a way to get back onto the stage and get back into this fight and is unable to do so as King P successfully launches him off the stage there and eliminates him. We will see what comes of this now. King P sitting at 42% damage. Aooosten sitting at 39. We will see what happens here. Both of them trying to get them better at the exchange. Both of them unable to do so. Aooosten trying to launch King P off the stage here. Is very successful at it. Briefly. King P works himself back to middle and is able to stay there looking for pills. He gets it. Aooosten launching King P off the stage. King P battles back. Both of them are middle now. Both of them are in the middle of the stage fighting now. We're getting the better of the exchange. Looking for a knock, gets it. Misses 2 pills. We'll see what happens here. Aooosten in trouble off the stage, but able to work his way back on. Oh my goodness. Very strategic play by Aooosten, but King P capitalizes and throws Aooosten off the stage.
Mario wins!
We will see what happens here. And if Aooosten is still going to elect to play Mega Man.
Stop battle! Enter Mario!
Aooosten teetering off the Mega Man play here now. And breaks the Greninja back into this. And we have Greninja versus Dr. Mario for game 3 of this set. Both of them looking to do damage. Uh-oh. Aooosten looks to take advantage early and is able to do so thus far. Briefly knocks Dr. Mario off stage. Up spikes Dr. Mario on the stage. Dr. Mario doesn't go very far though. Both of them are low damage. I stand corrected. Aooosten's now at 82% damage. But Dr. Mario slowly getting up there, so we will see what Aooosten does here. Aooosten looks for an up spike, misses it. King P capitalizes with his goes up 3 stocks to 2. We will see what happens here. Aooosten looking to just get the stock advantage back. Dr. Mario sitting at 78% health. We will see what comes of this. And Aooosten able to fight his way back onto the stage there. Great. DP looking for a launch, and DP not letting up with his attack. Aooosten has to go on defense here. Is unable to do so. It's up by King P and goes down 3 stocks to 1. Aooosten is on the fence here in this matchup. And if he loses this, he will still be in the bracket as the bracket's double elimination. But I would just honestly like him to see him win again against the Dr. Mario player. We will see what happens here. Back to middle. And Dr. Mario tornadoes Aooosten to win this set 3 games to 0.
Wins.
Dr. Mario King P coming in for a clean sweep. So we have KhiryAlio and Krabby for the losers semifinal match. And it looks like Aooosten will be playing the winner of that. So I bid KhiryAlio and Krabby very good luck in their matchup, which is about to start here shortly.
I'm low. Can I give you one quick? Thank you.
Start battle.
Alright, this matchup is between KhiryAlio and Krabby getting underway shortly. Krabby sting with Dark Pit, KhiryAlio with Daisy for game 1 of the set. We will see who gets the best game. Game 1 is underway. Oh wow. That was a very explosive start to this match with Daisy getting the better of that exchange. Daisy looking to knock Krabby off the stage early, is unable to do so. Daisy with a down spike is able to get Krabby off the stage. Unable to counter this far. Krabby is still off the stage. Worked his way back onto the ledge for a little bit. Okay, Krabby finally works his way back onto the stage. Well, sure, an arrow misses it. Daisy with a slight B on Krabby there to try to get him back off the stage. Krabby looking to launch Daisy here, is able to do so, has Daisy in the air. Can Krabby capitalize? Daisy able to work her way back onto the stage and find some attacks of her own. Gets a radish deflected, looks for a spike, doesn't get it. Krabby coming back onto the stage now, both of them back center. Both of them high damage with Krabby being the worst end of it. We will see if Khiry can KO Krabby here, and he does. So Khiry is up 3 stocks to 2, but not for long it doesn't seem like, as he is at 95% damage. We will see what Krabby can do to counteract that. Krabby looking for some attacks, finds them. Krabby looking to deflect the radish, gets smacked with one dead in the face. Almost knocks him off, but doesn't quite do that. And KhiryAlio very staying on the attack here. Has Krabby on the rope. Krabby off the stage again. Looks for an arrow. Doesn't. Hits one and gets and deflects another. KhiryAlio goes up 3 stocks to 1, but is sitting at 135% damage, so he will have to be careful here. Can Krabby take a stock off of KhiryAlio here? Very interesting to see. Krabby ledge guarding is able to finally knock Daisy out and able to at least get a stock back on KhiryAlio. It'll be very interesting to see how this match continues to play out. Dark Pit going on the assault early, looking for the up attack, gets that on Daisy. Daisy works her way back onto the stage. Side B's Dark Pit off the stage. Krabby is now back onto the stage, looking to do the same back to Daisy. Very highly anticipated matchup. Krabby is in trouble. Gets the deflection of the radish, works his way back onto the stage. Daisy fighting very tenaciously here. Both men sitting at very high damage. Who will get the better of this exchange? It's looking like Dark Pit for the time being, but oh no! Daisy works her way back onto the stage again. Both of them fighting off the stage. Daisy getting back onto the stage first and getting the better of an early exchange. Daisy looking for a launch, looking for a radish, gets deflected, looking for another one. Krabby with a up spike, is unable to capitalize on that. Both men back onto the stage. Not for long though, Krabby is off the stage again, and Daisy looking for a spike to finish this match. But no, Krabby answers back resoundingly and takes Daisy down a stock before finally getting knocked back. So in by KhiryAlio to take game 1 of this set. We will see what this next stage selection is, and it's looking like it's Pokemon Stadium 2 for this game 2 matchup. We will see if both men decide to select their respective characters, and they do. So it's back to Daisy and Krabby Dark Pit.
3, 2, 1, go!
Personally, I don't really find a difference between Pit and Dark Pit. That's just me personal. I mean, that's just me personally. Daisy getting the better of an early exchange, launching Krabby off the stage. We will see what happens. Krabby looking for some attacks of his own and is able to find them. Krabby shields Daisy back onto the stage. Krabby looking to find some attacks. Daisy's in trouble off the stage, but is able to work her way back on. Krabby sitting at 103% damage, so he does have to be careful here not to get knocked out. Daisy's going for some attack and some defense. Krabby up air attacks him and is able to get that and is able to connect with it. Krabby looking for a few arrows missing. Krabby's going for some attacks of his own, is staying on Daisy here. Blocks a side B attack by Daisy. We will see what happens here. Daisy launches Krabby off the stage. Is unable to capitalize on that exchange. Krabby working his way back on, looking to launch Daisy and dust. Throws Daisy off the side of the stage. Misses with an arrow and misinterprets where Daisy is going with that. He grabs Daisy's radish but is unable to do anything with it. Both men off the stage. Daisy launching Krabby off the other end of the stage. Daisy has a radish looking to utilize it. Is able to do so for a brief moment before Krabby works his way back onto the stage. Krabby now has Daisy on the rope. Daisy almost fell down there, but Daisy is able to recover and knock Krabby out for a 3-2 stock advantage. Krabby looking to launch Daisy. Daisy in trouble and reeling on 151% damage. We will see what Krabby can do. Uh-oh, Daisy has a radish. That could spell trouble for Krabby if he's not careful. But Krabby blocks the radish and launches her off the stage and sets this game back to 2 stocks each. Krabby does have the damage disadvantage, so it will be interesting to see how this match pans out. Here, Both of them stay neutral for a little bit before Daisy finally connecting with a radish. The black dart hits arrow, launches Krabby off the stage. Krabby off the stage currently, looking to get back on, and does. Daisy's up attack out, air attack out, blocked by Krabby. Very good job by Krabby there. Daisy is absolutely reeling for a little bit there. Is able to launch Krabby back off the stage. Krabby's able to strategically work his way back on in very meticulously. Very good job by Krabby there. Looking to send Daisy flying and is unable to do so. Then Daisy responding. Krabby is on the side of the stage and gets knocked completely off of it. So it's 2-1 stock advantage to Daisy. And Daisy was a game advantage too. So if she can win this, KhiryAlio would go up 2 games to 0. And with game 3 being the potential final of this match. Unless Krabby is able to come back. But Krabby is able to take her down to 1 stock. We will see what happens. Krabby's on the ropes with 60%. Daisy looking to do damage. Knock Krabby out to go up 2 games to 1. Krabby is staying very much in this fight and capitalizing on some attacks here, which is very good. But Daisy launching some counterattack and gets one of her own. Throws a radish that hits Krabby. Krabby is able to recover and get back on stage. Krabby looking to launch Daisy, and briefly does. Daisy works her way back onto the ledge, works her way back onto the stage. Both men are fighting in the air right now, with Krabby unable to get any attacks. Krabby looking for a full send of Daisy and knocking her out, is unable to do so. Daisy recovers, has a radish, blocks, dark pitch arrows. Is Daisy going to go for a spike here? She does not. Krabby recovers, runs at Daisy. Daisy launches him off the opposite end of the stage. Hits him with a radish and he uppercuts him into absolute oblivion to take game 3 this set. A very intense match there with KhiryAlio getting the better of that match exchange. They will be staying on Pokemon Stadium for game 3. And this is the potential last match for Krabby if he is unable to recover here. But Krabby can find a way strategically to battle back from being down 2 games. This matchup has been a dead heat thus far, but Daisy has gotten better of some of the exchanges and does so again in this match, unsurprisingly. Is absolutely in Krabby's face with a attack. Krabby's only able to block a few, gets hit with the rest of them. Krabby's at 86% damage and near the side of the stage where the ledge is in. That's not usually good news. Krabby is able to work his way back onto the stage, looking for some attacks and looking to send Daisy flying. And does successfully. Both men in the air. Krabby gets back onto the stage first, looks for an arrow, misses, gets stuff like this. KhiryAlio looking to very strategically try to go Krabby into making a mistake. Krabby almost does there, but he recovers in time before finally getting knocked off of the stage by KhiryAlio. We'll see what happens here. Daisy at 100% damage. Can Krabby finish the job and take Daisy down to 2 stock? Is unable to do so thus far. Daisy works her way back onto the stage. Krabby looking for some attacks, possibly counterattacks. Is able to finally knock Daisy off the stage and eliminate her to take this game 2 stocks apiece. And remember what I said, if Krabby loses this game, it is all over for him. So he has to try to find a way to stay in it, but it's very hard for him to do so right now. Because he's sitting at 36% damage. Gets eliminated. Comes back with an absolute vengeance, looking for some revenge on Daisy. Unable to get any attacks going early. Nails an attack, nails a sad attack there. Launches Daisy off the stage. Can he take Daisy down to 1 stock? This is the long-standing question. looking for a few attacks. Daisy's off the stage. Daisy recovers, grabs onto the ledge and gets back onto the stage. Daisy trying to send Krabby full send here, is unable to do so, blocks his arrow very strategically, throws Krabby off the stage, looks for Radish, and tries to hit him with a Radish unsuccessfully. Both men dead even back on the stage. We will see where things go from here. Krabby finally able to downstock Daisy. Both of these men are sitting at one stock apiece. Let's see who gets the better of this. Krabby is sitting at 57% damage right now. Can Khiri capitalize and win this set? We will find out, but Krabby's doing a lot of damage and staying in his face with attacks. KhiryAlio unable to create any separation as of yet. Finally is able to create some. Looks for a few attacks of her own. Launches Krabby into the air, nothing but much of it. Krabby able to work his way back onto the stage. Launches Krabby off the side of the stage. Krabby works his way back in again. Krabby looking for an arrow, missing there. Looking for an onslaught on Daisy, but Daisy picking up a Radish and launching Krabby off the stage for a very impressive 3 in set win. Well, that one's game, set, and match KhiryAlio.
And then you got a stick face immediately afterwards.
And it looks like we will be getting Aooosten in KhiryAlio, which would be a rematch of their winner's semifinals earlier. We will see if KhiryAlio has learned anything from Aooosten from their first encounter, but Aooosten can pick a completely different character and derail KhiryAlio here completely. That would be the smart play in my opinion. It'll be very interesting to see who both of these players pick. But I do think KhiryAlio is going to stay on Daisy or Peach though. We will see if that is the case. It looks like Town and City. Oh no. I stand corrected. They went random with the stage selection. Oh, looks like they realized they made an error. And Town and City will be their first stage selected.
Stop battle.
For this game 1 matchup of the
Daisy
Boosters
Villager.
Finals. And the winner of this goes to Grant. Aooosten takes Joey game 1.
3,
Wow.
2, 1, go!
Aooosten surprising me with his Jack-in-the-Box character picks today. It's very interesting to see who he plays. And also a very interesting and a very fun guessing game to try to depict who he uses. He's been all over with characters this tournament. I guess he's trying to figure out what works. Trying to figure out what he's going to use in his rematch. If he gets there with King Peach. Who's been playing a very steady Doc from Mario and is a shoe-in lock for the grand finals. And Aooosten gets a stock advantage early and knocks KhiryAlio into the screen of the set. Oh wow. It's a very interesting villager play by Aooosten. Aooosten still in this match with 3 stocks. Perfect. But 78% damage. But Daisy's getting up there as well. Aooosten at 93 is able to recover and get back onto the main stage. Looks to keep Daisy off the side stage and is unable to do so. Can Aooosten recover? And Aooosten finally does before getting uppercutted by KhiryAlio and almost getting knocked out. we'll see how Houston responds. Houston gets knocked off the opposite side of the stage. Gets a radish going into him. Looks to come back on the stage, but KhiryAlio very strategically spiking him off the side of the stage, knocking him out to give this matchup back to 2 stops. But Aooosten has the damage advantage, is unable to do anything with it thus far, knocks KhiryAlio off the stage briefly there, is unable to capitalize on it, launches a projectile at Khiri, isn't able to do anything, gets grabbed by Khiri, Khiri throwing her radish up in the air, trying to... Aooosten has a tree up. Will he chop that tree down and try to hit Khiri with it? It'll be strategic to see. The tree now disappears, so the tree did not come into play. And both of these men looking to get the upper hand on the other. And Daisy with the counter there knocks Aooosten off the stage. Can she take Aooosten down to 1 stock? Has Aooosten in the air, unable to counter. Aooosten comes back. Khiri almost gets knocked out by the stage move, by the side stage movement. Grabs Aooosten, launches him off the other side of the stage. Aooosten recovers. Aooosten is looking to chop this tree down on Khiri, unable to do so, but launches her anyway and KOs her. And Khiri coming back and doing the same thing. And this is a reminder, we are still in game 1 of this very intense rematch between KhiryAlio and Aooosten for the loser's final. The good part about this is both of these players are in the money. It'll just remain to be seen who gets 3rd place in this tournament, whether it'll be Aooosten or KhiryAlio. Remains to be seen here. But Aooosten very much in this match with the onslaught he's been putting on KhiryAlio. Looking to knock him off the stage again, isn't able to do so. Launches a projectile and next hit. KhiryAlio with some offense of his own, looking for a down spike, does not get it. Aooosten launching Khiri back off the stage, looking to chop this through down, and does, but nobody home for the tree. Summons another tree, tries to do the same thing, unsuccessful with it. Gets a radish bounce back into her face. Now she's off the side of the stage, is able to make a recovery, looking to block, and does so. Both of these men have very high damage going on. And oh my goodness, Aooosten with the up spike to finally knock Daisy out and take game 1. Question. He stays on Villager? I think he does, but it'll be interesting to see if he does or not. Like I said, Aooosten has been all over this board with his character selections.
Stop the battle.
And it's been very hard to call who he picks next. Oh, looks like he's going to stay on Villager for this game. Here's game 2 of this set. Aooosten is currently up in the set 1 game to 0. Both of them starting neutral. Aooosten trying to gain a little bit of an advantage and does. We will see what comes of this. Both of them fighting back to center stage. KhiryAlio had a radish, threw it at Aooosten. Aooosten dodges it. It's hit with Aooosten's projectile. Khiri has another radish, looking to put that into play. Isn't able to successfully do so. Aooosten launches Khiri up. Khiri coming back with a little offense of his own, looking to launch Aooosten for a ride. Aooosten fights back onto the stage. Aooosten in trouble. He is off the side of the stage currently, looking to make his way back on and up. Looking for an onslaught here to knock Khiri out for a 1 stock advantage, and is able to. But Aooosten is sitting on 105% damage, 112 now and counting. Can KhiryAlio capitalize here. Aooosten looking to knock down this tree or use it as leverage is able to do so. Both men are fighting on the side stages, so we will see who gains the upper hand here. Aooosten very successful at hitting Khiri with a projectile here. And wow! Khiri launches Aooosten. Aooosten strategically works his way back onto the stage, looks for a grab, gets it, launches Khiri there, but Khiri is able to respond and knock Aooosten off the stage for a 2-stock even match. This has been a very strategic play by both of these players. It'll remain to be seen who goes on to face King P and his Dr. Mario in the grand finals of this tournament. Up, Villager looks for a bowling ball, doesn't get that one. At least I like to call it a bowling ball. Up, Daisy trying to look for a radish, isn't able to find one. Oh my goodness! Aooosten almost KOs himself there and goes down to 1 stock. It will be interesting to see who takes the stock advantage. Both men have very high damage. Aooosten looking to chop a tree down and does, but nobody home for his tree. There is a loose radish sitting on the stage right there. Nobody's able to put that into play. Aooosten looking for a finish to knock Daisy out and does. Aooosten sitting at 99% damage, so we will see what happens here. Aooosten looking to keep Daisy off the stage, and is able to do so for a brief moment before getting knocked off the opposite end of the stage of his own. Daisy looking to capitalize on his mistake. Aooosten looking for a projectile, gets it, sends another one right into Daisy. Daisy with a side B. Can Daisy knock Aooosten out here? We will find out. Aooosten still alive in this matchup. Looking to get back on the stage. Rides his hydrant back on. Whoa, what a play by Aooosten for the save there, but gets knocked out anyway. Nice effort there, Aooosten. Just didn't win that one there. That one a there. Back to the side stage fight. This is very interesting. Aooosten looking for a tree, doesn't get it. Aooosten looking to fire some projectiles, gets those. Aooosten on the side of the stage now. And looking to goad Khiri into making a mistake for a game 2 win. Khiri is sitting at 104% damage, folks. We will see if he is able to respond. He does, but gets hit with Aoosten's projectile anyway. Aooosten looking for an offensive onslaught. Gets one briefly. Aooosten looking for a spike. No spike to be found. Oh my goodness, it looks like Daisy was going to get the better of the exchange, but Aooosten finds a way to counter and take away from Khiri. Khiri is on the ropes for game 3. It'll be interesting to see what stage they select for this game 3 match. It looks like it's going to be Smashville, so advantage Villager. This is his home stage. KhiryAlio at straws for this game 3 match.
3, 2, 1.
Sends a Peach out to try to fight this Villager. We will see what comes of this match. Villager getting the better of the early exchange. We'll see what happens here. Villager works his way back onto the stage, looking for an onslaught on Peach. Breaks Peach's shield. Peach has to be very careful here. Looking to launch Peach off stage, but Peach able to stay on stage. Projectile counters, love to see that. Loving this matchup so far between KhiryAlio and Aooosten. Sorry, I almost said Pinky. That's in this match. Wow. Peach very strategically finding attacks to hit Aooosten with, and they are all landing. Aooosten strategically works. Oh my god. Aooosten spikes Peach with a bowling ball there. And Aooosten very wisely working his way back to the opposite end of the stage and works his way back. Looks for a bowling ball, doesn't get that. RIP bowling ball. KhiryAlio spikes, uppercuts Aooosten, and is able to get a knockout for 2 stocks, and back to 2 stocks even. With Kiri getting the better of this exchange thus far, can Aooosten come back? He is trying to. Aooosten looking for an offensive onslaught. Gets a brief one before being countered by Kiri. Kiri looking to launch Aooosten off stage. Nothing there. Kiri grabs, launches Aooosten off the side of the stage. Aooosten works his way back. Both out of dead heat. We will see. And I am correct, that is actually a bowling ball, folks. Aooosten tried to throw Kiri's radish back at him. Nobody home for radish. Poor Mr. Radish. Aooosten looking to deal some water damage. Finds a tree. Gets a tree. Somehow Kiri avoids taking any damage from the tree projectile that Aooosten plays. Knocks Aooosten out for 2-1 stock advantage, but may not be for long. She is sitting at 100% damage and it could get knocked out here. What she does? Aooosten takes it back to 1 stock even. Knocks her out with a bowling ball after absolutely pummeling her into the ground beforehand. Looks for a flower pot. Nothing happens there. Aooosten dancing around the stage a little bit, trying to look for an advantage. Uh-oh, looks to come up with one. Oh man, I thought he was going to chop the tree down on her there. No to an avail. We will see what happens here between Peach and Villager in this match. Oh my goodness, Peach just launched herself off the stage. Aooosten able to recover earlier than she does and takes game 3. I am going to channel my inner UFC announcer for this grand finals match. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your main event for this evening, we have King P versus Aooosten in a very highly anticipated rematch. Can Aooosten learn from his previous mistakes against Dr. Mario? Let's find out. Both men taking the stage, it'll be very interesting to see what stage they pick. Uh-oh, looks like it's Smashville, so I got a hunch on who Aooosten will be using. A very small one. Oh, maybe not. Battlefield, small battlefield. Okay.
Stop the battle.
Stage is set for small battlefield.
Dr. Mario.
King P chooses Dr. Mario.
Villager.
Aha! I'm going with the Villager this round.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, let's see what happens early on in the early goings of this match. King P is able to get the early exchange, able to win quite early, but Aooosten taking the fight right back to him. Damage of his own, looking to knock King P off the stage, is unable to do so. King P responds and retaliates, is able to knock Aooosten off the stage. Aooosten on the rails with 94% damage. Very wisely is able to work himself back onto the stage. We will see what happens here. Oh my goodness. Can Aooosten gain a stock advantage on King P? Let's find out. King P launches Aooosten. King P launches Aooosten again and uppercuts him for 1 stock advantage. The first stock going to King P. Very smart play there. Very good play by him. Let's see if Aooosten is able to recover. is unable to do so currently. King P deflecting every single attack that Aooosten has for him. Aooosten unable to find an answer thus far and is able to go. Oh my goodness! Throws Dr. Mario off the stage to take this back to 2 stocks apiece, but is at a damage disadvantage and is on the rails at 85% damage. What can Dr. Mario do now? Or what can Aooosten do now for that matter, since he's at the disadvantage? Aooosten looking for some offense, but is unable to find any so far. Looks for a projectile, doesn't get it. PP uppercuts Aooosten and gets the stock advantage back. 2-1 stock Mario. Dr. Mario, sorry. Aooosten on the rails of game 1. This looks to be an instant repeat of her last match. If Aooosten is unable to figure something out here, King P not relenting on this offensive onslaught. Tornadoes Aooosten in the air. Gets the better of the exchange, but Aooosten still in it. Fights his way back onto the stage. Aooosten looks for some offense. Unable to find one. Tries to launch a hydrant. Doesn't get it. Oh my goodness. Deflection by King P again. Wow. King P can't do no wrong right now. He's still sitting at 2 stops. Looking to finish Aooosten off with an uppercut, is unable to do so. Aooosten works his way back onto the stage briefly, but gets completely knocked out by King P and awaiting Dr. Mario. Game 1 goes to King P.
Start the battle. Dr. Mario, Mega Man.
Alright, Aooosten going back to his trusty, reliable Mega Man. Can he even this setup 1 game apiece? Looking for an early offensive onslaught. He's able to get it at 50% damage himself. Dr. Mario looking very good at 37% damage. But Dr. Mario's taking more damage now. It's interesting to see if Aooosten is able to capitalize and able to do so thus far. Dr. Mario not relenting on his offense, but Aooosten able to find a great counter. Aooosten gets knocked off stage, works his way back on. Knocks Dr. Mario off the stage. And almost has his own sticky bomb detonate on him. That would have been disastrous for Aooosten. Aooosten looking for the stock advantage and gets it. But is at 119% damage, so King P can knock him out here. Almost does that time. Definitely does that time. And sits on the ledge and just absolutely completes him off him. Aooosten getting back into this fight. Aooosten looking for some offense, but is unable to find any thus far. Is finally able to find some. Finally able to get Dr. Mario where he wants him. But not much coming off of that exchange on Aooosten's behalf as Dr. Mario looks to KO Aooosten again here. Leaf Blade finds it. Dr. Mario connects with a tornado. Gets Aooosten off the stage. Aooosten strategically works his way back onto the stage, and Dr. Mario gets knocked off of it briefly, but Dr. Mario returns and uppercuts Aooosten's Mega Man into the screen, folks. We will see what comes out of this in this game 2 match of this 5-game set. Oh my goodness. Aooosten going unrelenting with the offensive onslaught, and this is a game Aooosten is going to have to play if he's looking to get this game back from Dr. Mario and King P. We will see what happens here. Aooosten with a razor is unable to capitalize. Dr. Mario back on the stage. Looking to edge guard Aooosten unsuccessfully thus far. Aooosten at 122% damage, and Aooosten finally falls to end game 2.
Dr. Mario, wins.
Oh. Oh, wow. It has been all King P this tournament thus far.
Stop battle.
King P absolutely has Aooosten on the ropes. Aooosten opting for a potential last game 3 Mega Man.
2, 1, go!
We will see what happens here. Both of them start centers. Dr. Mario getting a slight advantage here for the offensive onslaught. Aooosten looking to create some of his own and able to find very much of it here. Wow, gets his lead shield to punch it back in there. Ouch, that must hurt. Looking to find a few tornadoes of his own that he's been able to get in. Did Aooosten just launch a sticky bomb there? No, he did not. Aooosten looking for the razors, but now Dr. Mario has Aooosten gets knocked off the stage briefly, but is able to make a recovery. Can King P capitalize here and knock Aooosten out? Both of them taking high damage in this very highly anticipated match. King P getting the better of the extreme briefly. Aooosten down spikes King P on the stage and knocks him off for a one-stock advantage, but is sitting at 131% damage, so he has to be extremely careful here and not make any costly mistakes that can get him knocked out by King P, like he did there. And King P even just back up to 2 stocks. I'm sorry. In this potential set-ending match with King P. If King P wins this match, he will win the set and be your undisputed champion for this week. We will see what Aooosten has in the bag for him, but it's not been very much as of late. Aooosten looking to come up with some sort of strategy to get King P off his game. Has been unable to do so thus far, but King P sitting at 86% damage is able to deflect Aooosten's sticky bomb back at him. It explodes, while luckily for Aooosten, he is still in this. Both men at 100% damage plus. We will see who gets the better of this exchange. It looks like King P for starters. And King P finally able to finish Aooosten off there. Aooosten is at 1 health, folks. Now so is King P. Oh my goodness. Can Aooosten storm back and win a critical game 3? Let's find out. Aooosten with the early offensive onslaught. Keep this up, Aooosten, if you're going to win this match. Aooosten with the stage guard and finally gets game 3. Game 3 goes to Aooosten, and he stays alive. And wow.
Stop the battle. Mega Mario.
Wow, that was a very impressive job by Aooosten in that last match. And we are launched head first into game 4. Both men staying on their respective characters. It looks like Aooosten may have found something that works with Mega Man against King P's Dr. Mario. We will see if that's the case in this match. But Aooosten taking a lot of damage early. We will see what comes of it. Aooosten able to retaliate a little bit. Oh, almost knocks Dr. Mario off the stage with his leaf shield there. We will see what happens here. Not doing much. King P looks to knock Aooosten off the stage. Is able to do so. It looks to keep him off the stage. Edge guards. Nothing comes of the edge guard. Aooosten with the leaf shield is unable to do anything with that. Now Aooosten on the side of the stage is in trouble at 133% damage. We'll see if King P can capitalize early, and he does. He uppercuts Aooosten to go up 1 stock, 3-2. Again, Aooosten needs to win this match to force a game 5. We will see if he can do so, or if King P will finally have found an answer to Aoosten's Mega Man as he did earlier. This game is literally going to come down to who makes less mistakes. And Aooosten's playing a very cautious game. Oh my god! Aooosten uppercuts King P and knocks him out to go back to 2 stocks even. But King P answers emphatically with an offensive onslaught early on of his own. We will see what happens here, folks. Aooosten is in the air for a brief amount of time before working his way back onto the stage. Aooosten looking for his leaf shield, gets it briefly. Aooosten off the stage, working to fight back onto it. King P not going to let him that easily though, but he's able to do so anyway. Looks for his leaf shield. This is leaf shield. This is the dead. Wow, just misses getting exploded by his own detonated sticky bomb. King P takes Aooosten down to 1 stock. Can King P finish the job? Uh-oh, Aooosten looking to even the stock up here. And is almost able to do so by knocking Dr. Mario off the stage. Aooosten recovers. Aooosten looks for a sinking bomb, gets it, launches it, puts it on the stage. Dr. Mario with the offensive onslaught, and Dr. Mario with the headbutt to cleat Aooosten for a game 4 win. And your winner by knockout, Dr. Mario and King P. Folks, thanks for tuning in to this very anticipated weekly Smash tournament. Again, we do host these Smash tournaments weekly on Monday nights, starting at 7 o'clock. The competition is very good, so trust me when I say this. If you are a Smash enthusiast, please by all means do come out. New news. We again will be having another Super Smash Brothers tournament before the local SmashCon. Thank you. The name just came to me. The SmashCon pre-locals will be taking place at the Outer Limits. This is a not too miss event. And personally, I am extremely excited for this pre-local. And the competition that comes out is very good there too. And shout out to Aooosten, man. Like, he found